Okay, I think we're good. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think we're good.
the black and green theme is cool if you're, especially if you're building like an NVIDIA themed build. But yeah,
I blame
Generally,
white people.
I'll go ahead and freely admit to anyone about anything. I'm an aesthetics whore.
oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Like I went off my first computer, I bought like a graphics card. Just like, why the fuck are you getting that? Well, it clearly looks cooler than these better ones, so that's what's going in my case because it has a window on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I built my case around being able to see everything, and everything is black with red LEDs now. And it took so long and so much cable management to get it to that point. I spent like 4 hours changing the front case lights to be red instead of white because it bugged me.
The
Yes, Steve.
only I've been changing, like I got everything on this computer originally to be, it was just going to be like white and purple to the point where like I'm reslaving, not reslaving, resleeving cables with white sleeves, putting in purple LEDs, changing out the stock fans for
Oh,
purple
nice.
LEDs and
Wait,
shit.
why are you slaving?
Um,
Sleeving. Sleeving.
sleeving.
Slaving?
Cable sleeving, man. Custom cable sleeving.
But like the only thing I haven't done because I'm just scared to mess with it is I've got just like the power thing. It's one of the like Storm Striker cases from Cooler Master.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, boo!
It's got just red LEDs on the big like fan control and power button panel, and I just feel like as soon as I take that thing apart, I'm gonna put it back together, and like the fans aren't going to work or some shit.
Oh man, all you gotta do is find a LED control light, and it's probably gonna be like a 5 volt light or 5 volt in out. Just find like a cheap Chinese LED and throw the right resistor on it, and you're good to go.
Damn
Oh,
those Chinese taking those American jabs.
I don't.
Dude, show me where else I can buy like 50 resistors for like 25 cents, and I'll give them my business.
My father's an electrician. He's like, yeah, don't like the Chinese taking the jobs, but
Alright.
my garage has never been this full.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like we got some people watching now, so let's go ahead and get this started right about meow.
Oh boy.
So,
One day I will watch Super Troopers.
you...
Oh my God. You've never
What?
seen it?
Hold up. David, you're on mute until you watch Super Troopers. I'm sorry, David. You are not allowed.
Armed
Dude.
Gamer muted David Reeves.
Alright,
Poor David.
David, you can unmute yourself now. It was a joke. It was a prank!
It's a trap.
It's a tarp.
I've actually had it downloaded for like 5 years because an ex made me download it. And then, she cheated on me, so I was like, I'm not touching anything I downloaded from that whore.
Okay, well, that was bad, but that movie's good. So
Yes.
yeah.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do this now. Hello, everyone. I'm Steven from the Armed Gamer. If you're watching this, you're watching What's Brewing. I'm Steven from the Armed Gamer, and this is our weekly Raider podcast where we all sit down and talk about the news for the week, or in this case, the past 2 weeks, since I was out in the woods being all, like, woodsy, I guess. That's redundant. But I was camping, so... we're going to be talking about news for the past 2 weeks now, or at least the articles that were up on the website for the past 2 weeks, because, and you know what, it's still a pretty decent amount to talk about, because apparently these guys don't like to write.
My God, there are only 3. The fuck, guys?
I know. So in the
Invisible
call
ink?
with me, hold on, in the call with me is my web developer, Drew. Drew, say hello.
What up?
Also, one of our regular writers, David Reeves. David, say hello.
Still bitter, still out of touch.
And, of course, we have our Armed Gamer editor, Deborah.
What up?
Awesome. So, guys, right off the bat, write more. But
Dude,
also...
Got a job, okay? I'm tired.
No, I hear
I had
you.
a job, and I'm also tired.
Damn, those jobs getting in the way. But let's begin right now with our first article, which was ESLs to begin drug testing competitors. This is kind of a this is kind of continuation off of what we saw from the last What's Brewing, where we talked about the rapid drug abuse, the Adderall abuse in esports. So, David, this is your story. Take it away.
Well, first, I think we should just all give ourselves a little round of applause because I like to think we broke this story and we brought it to their attention.
Yeah.
Never mind, Kotaku and Polygon and all those other people. It was us.
No one needs to know.
No, everybody needs to know.
That's
Wrong
why they're drug tested,
attitude.
because everyone knows.
Okay.
One day we're going to beat Kotaku. One day.
One day. Well, technically we
I don't know
had.
if that's going to be you guys doing well or Kotaku finally putting themselves out of their own misery.
Technically, this year we had just as much access to the Ubisoft E3 booth as Kotaku did.
The problem is that Kotaku is their full-time job. The problem with us is that we have full-time jobs outside of this.
Listen, if you were pulling in Kotaku's revenue, aka writing more articles, you might be able to make that this your full-time job.
Yes.
Just saying.
But anyway, so David, your story, go.
Yeah, well, last What's Brewing we kind of touched on, people using performance-enhancing drugs, and we were kind of, discussing, talking with each other, if there'd ever be anything to go with it. Well, yeah. The Electronic Sports League has kind of announced it's going to begin drug testing its players for performance-enhancing drugs. Just to kind of work on a policy with anti-drug stuff for future competitions. They've gone on record and saying they're not going to hold anyone accountable for anything before, this policy goes into effect, because even though Simpus and the other Cloud9 players are like, yeah, we're all on drugs, they can't prove that, except for, them saying that they were on drugs. But, going into the future, I think it'll be really interesting now that, we'll see a little bit more regulation on that, and it's kind of something that I'm looking forward to, seeing how many teams actually start to suck without the drug use and how many people will suddenly rise to the occasion.
I do kind of think that's going to be interesting to see. Like, how is the level of play going to go down now because of that? I also wonder now if the post-game interviews are going to be a little less twitchy.
I'm hoping we can actually get more coherent conversation out of them now.
Yeah. Raw dogs, the hell is hydros? And why does that sound like something I would hear in Law and Order? Like, oh, they got a new drug on the street. Hydros. I know a guy who tried hydros. He died by biting his own fingers off.
For a second there, I thought he said Hydra, from
Hail Hydra?
Yeah.
No, man, hydros is hydrocodone. Tylenol 3s. I used to work in food, okay? I know drugs.
I'm sure you do. But, yeah, no, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I also wonder if any competitors are just going to drop out of the ESL now and move on to other leagues that don't have the drug testing. Or if this will even affect other leagues that maybe inspire them to do drug testing.
See, I'm hoping that other people, since they've seen one person doing it, will decide, okay, we can start drug testing. But, that does leave the chance for other tournaments that aren't drug testing to suddenly rise as more players kind of go to them to get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you also ignore all the drug testing competitions and only go to the ones who aren't drug testing, you're basically announcing to everyone that you've never been on their level and you could only do it with drugs. So, who really wants to put that out as their public image?
Yeah, that's true. But then again, maybe they just don't advertise that fact. Maybe they're just, keep it on the DL and, people will go to them because they have the more exciting matches because everyone's high on Adderall.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like with time it'll eventually get to the same level of taboo as drugs and regular sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I absolutely think with time, and I really hope that what the ESL is doing right now is good. Like, it is that positive step forward, and I hope it's something that does inspire everyone else. Was there any word, David, from player reactions on this, or team reactions?
I've looked around, and aside from just, I haven't seen any kind of real thing from professional players. At the time that I wrote this, they were all pretty, mute on the subject. There's plenty of divided opinions on people in Reddit groups and on comments on forums and shit. Half people are just like, yeah, finally, we can all play on an even ground, and other people are saying this is completely different from normal sports, and we don't need to do all that shit. I mean, we're all about, using things to increase our game. So what's the difference between, using a better mouse and using, something like Adderall?
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point. I wonder now if we're going to see more of those like anti-drug PSAs like we used to see in games, like what was it, Duke Nukem, or Contra, I guess, or whatever the hell those
Had
were.
like tons of those, like back in the Super Nintendo and PlayStation 1 days.
Yeah, dude, those were the best. So, all right, you know what? Let's move on to a different topic, though. I guess the next article that was published, Deborah, this one was you. Realistic, in air quotes, versions of female video game characters. Deborah, take this one away.
Okay, this one legitimately pissed me off because the site that wrote it is all about trying to provide information about bulimia and try to help people through it, basically. And then they go and post this, basically saying, if you exercise and you get fit and you get thin, it's bad.
You know, I read their article. I don't necessarily know that that's true. I mean, they never explicitly said, they're like, getting fit is bad. I don't know. In some degrees, I think that you did make a very interesting point. Which is that a lot of their reinterpretations involve characters who have very physically demanding jobs, and I really think it's interesting how you chose those characters, like what was her face, Christy Montero from Tekken 5, who you point out does do the capoeira. I think that's how you pronounce it. Capoeira? Tapioca.
I was pronouncing it capoeira.
Capoeira.
I have no idea.
Anybody watch Bob's Burgers?
Capoeira.
Yes. But, yeah, so...
But, I don't know.
But, at the same time, why does Cortana have to be fit?
Yeah, she's a computer. She's a machine.
She could be anything. She could even be in your new operating system.
You could ask yourself, oh well, why didn't they program her to be like, fat? But fat isn't considered attractive in this society.
Right.
It all comes back to how we view things.
This is true. Though I will say, you did point out that you liked Tifa's reinterpretation, which is true.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, and I was going to say, I agree with you a lot on that one. I think they did a really good job kind of staying true to who Tifa is and not, going completely crazy out of the way.
Now, they took a little bit of the subtle shading and the lines indicating muscle. They took a little bit more away from that than I would like, but it's still a whole lot better than the others. Just because it's not so exaggerated.
Yes. This is true. I will also say I think I also liked their rework of Helena Douglas from Dead or Alive 5.
Yeah.
I thought that made sense considering Helena's background as a wrestler, that she might be a bit larger.
Yeah.
Or at least could stand room to be. And I do agree with her general message that it's okay to have female characters who aren't that pinnacle of beauty. Though I also agree with you that it does make sense sometimes to have super fit girls who are in very active, very combat heavy, very I'm gonna go swing from shit roles. And especially you pointed out, this also bothered me that they did a rework of the 2003 Lara Croft when we already have a much more realistic Lara Croft now.
Yeah, see, the 2003 version, different hardware, different everything, different graphics, and this is the one they chose to pick on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step in and just... it's been a while since I've done my Dead or Alive, but Helena, if I'm remembering, was the opera singer. Tina was the wrestler. Helena should be tiny. And
Was that it? Oh no, dude, it was a blonde girl. Fuck if I know.
Yeah, I mean, Dead or Alive, blonde girl, big titties. But I mean, someone in the comments of that article, Rod Geese, or something like that, I posted a thing with just like the original pictures, the retouch, and then like a real life model or someone cosplaying in that situation, yada yada yada, next to it that is more accurately represented by the first picture than their fixed picture.
Yes, and I did see that, and like that is cool. I also like how the one where like this is so unrealistic. It's literally Kate Upton. Like the bikini girl is literally Kate Upton.
Yeah.
No, like people have actually done images of like her face. They're like, yeah, that's actually a redrawing of Kate Upton.
Yep, I can totally see that.
Yes, I mean, it's very clearly, this is, at least someone in the world can obtain this body type.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah, of course that spirals into, social media, appearances, yada, 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 things that we're pushing on people, blah, 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 blah. I'm not here for social responsibility. I'm here for video games.
But that's the thing, though. Games are inherently political. Even games that are made intentionally to not be political are by definition making political statements about politicizing games. So saying you're just here to play games, like, yeah, that's fair. You can ignore it, but they are in their own way works meant to be criticized and discussed and enter into the broader like canon of society. Therefore, they're open to politics and interpretation.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, you guys do that. I'm going to continue blowing shit up.
I mean, if we flash back to like ads from, let's say, late 90s, early 2000s, when magazines were much bigger. I mean, internet wasn't that big, but I mean, gaming ads did not give a shit.
God, no, they didn't.
I mean, you had like Daikatana ads that were all just like John Romero's going to make you his bitch. Just had ads that were like, screw what you're doing, go home and kill somebody today.
Did you see some of like the old Game Boy ads?
Let me Google it, but I mean, I remember some of them.
Dude, some of them were like, he's got something else to play with in his pocket now or something like that. Like
the DS was just all about, reach out and touch something.
Yeah, like a lot of that shit was like
more fun than a
sexual.
ferret down your trousers.
Yeah, dude, some of that shit was like just overtly sexual. Like, no lie. Nintendo really didn't care in the 90s.
So, I mean, I don't know if it's just, because the internet's gotten to that point and everyone feels like, everything has to have this increased social responsibility.
Well, I think we've also kind of gotten older and are able to talk about this more now. When we were young, I don't think we were necessarily as socially conscious as we are as arguably mature adults. Arguably.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, arguably. There's arguably in there. But
taxes, that's enough.
yeah, we pay taxes. That means we did our social duty, I suppose. Duty. Oh.
Moving on.
Yes, moving on. Razer has acquired Ouya, but only for their software.
Ouya.
That's kind of like saying we're looking for a girl, but only for her mind. David, this one's on you.
Well, I mean, Razer, it's mostly right there in the title. Razer went out and acquired Ouya. Ouya was kind of this open source Android console, designed, bring Android gaming to your TV.
Mm-hmm.
Razer was doing at the same time, they had the Forge TV concept, which was supposed to be their kind of thing. So I'm on the one hand, of course, just the two kind of big names in bringing Android gaming to your TV just merged, so we lost kind of competition on that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little annoyed about that, but at the same time, you're taking a company who, usually does pretty good hardware, and they're only acquiring Ouya for their software, which anyone who has Synapse knows that Razer could use a little more help on the software front.
Yeah, Razer's got okay hardware, shit software. Ouya has shit hardware, okay software.
Fun fact, it's entirely arguable that Razer Synapse destroyed my BIOS at some point or another.
Jeez.
That's a fair assessment.
Drew was there for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a special time in me and my computer.
Install all the software.
What's
Perhaps
going on?
destroyed your BIOS?
Yes. Like, do you have an idea how hard it is to destroy a BIOS? Razer did it.
If anything, I'd say we should trust them more for that, because who in the world can do that?
You have to get a whole new computer?
No, thank God. My
I had dual
motherboard-
BIOS.
Yeah, my motherboard has like a BIOS switch, so in case something like this does happen, I was able to switch to a different BIOS. But
Thank
still,
God for overclocking features.
yes, that saved my motherboard. But yeah, so I will say Razer Razer's at least been there for the PC gaming crowd for a long time. They've been catering to us, so I think to some degree there's a little bit of respect there for them, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that hardware or with this Ouya software now, because that was like what, mostly Android-based marketplace.
Yeah, I think I'm interested just because Android gaming is becoming kind of more and more of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, games keep getting bigger and bigger on, like, the Google Play Store, and we have things like the Ouya Market and so forth. But so many people, when they think Android, don't think, oh, this is a legitimate operating system with things on it. They think that that's the kind of phone that is the opposite of the iPhone, because no one even thinks about the Windows Phone.
There's a Windows Phone?
Windows
Yes.
Phone is actually,
Sure.
they're actually, like, kind of canceling it.
Yeah.
Last I heard.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, see, now we don't even have that anymore.
When I was getting a new phone at the Verizon store, they're like, yeah, we have Android, we have iPhone, and then don't get a Windows phone. Like, they just flat out looked at me, they're like, this is a Windows phone. We have it here to collect dust. Look at it and marvel. And
That
then
it exists, and then
let's go get a
look-
droid.
yeah.
But I went through the Google Play Store just kind of looking at games, and I've seen like a lot of ports of just PC titles from, actual legitimate companies, not just, oh, well, that kind of sounds bad. More like AAA companies and AA companies as opposed to, the independent thing put together by one and two people.
Yep, by the way, David, Raw Dogs wants to know, heroes?
I will play after the podcast.
Okay, so he's asking you if it's getting hot in here.
Huh.
Are you going to take off all your clothes? I am getting so hot.
Moving on.
That's why I didn't have a webcam.
Yes, moving on now from, I guess, Windows phones. Let's talk a bit about Windows 10. Because I feel like
Oh, yeah,
that's the big news for the week.
Hell yeah.
Yes, that was
I
a
have
smooth
not-
segue, and you can't tell me otherwise.
I have not installed that yet because I'm waiting for anything significantly bad to be ironed out.
Yeah, I installed Windows 10 on my laptop, which is my secondary system. I do know that drivers for NVIDIA, AMD, as well as a lot of other utilities got updated specifically for Windows 10. Maybe this is great because I haven't had a Radeon driver update in like 6 months, and now it's like, look at all the features we fixed. I'm like, thanks, guys. You could have rolled out like an intermediate release? Come on.
As Windows 10, I've seen everyone I know with laptops seems to has it, but everyone I know with the desktop hasn't gotten kind of the thing to upgrade their desktop yet.
Well, I
Yeah.
have the thing where I can upgrade my desktop. Like, literally, whenever I want, I can just upgrade it. I haven't gotten out my laptop yet because I just haven't turned on my laptop this week. But I'm definitely going to do laptop first and then consider the desktop because
Yeah, like
There's
for
a-
me, like if I screw up the laptop, I can reinstall in like an hour. The desktop, I got so much crap running on there, like, custom fan profiles and all this other shit. So if that goes wrong, it's going to go wrong in a big way and be a long time reinstalling everything. However, my experience with Windows 10 on the laptop has been quite good.
I guess
Yeah,
it's just
I
me.
mean-
Like, I've got the thing saying it's confirmed. You'll get Windows 10 as soon as the email goes out, and I just haven't got the email yet. So what the hell, Microsoft?
Oh, there's a way around that. Hold on. Let me throw that in chat. There's actually a link you can go to that'll start it immediately.
Google Chat or Twitch Chat?
Yeah, let's do Twitch chat.
Now I gotta watch
Um,
us and shit.
I
Okay,
mean,
I'll throw it in Google Chat. Fine.
Right now, Windows 10 does actually have some good bonuses to it. You do have, for one thing, it's free, so you can't really complain about that. But for another, there is actually that performance boost to it. There's DirectX 12. Is it coming out for it, or is it already out?
It's out. Nobody's made any games to take advantage of it yet. They're saying earliest is going to be end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm really, really hoping Fallout 4 is one of them because
Yeah.
performance comparing DX11 to DX12, like just benchmarks, big difference. Big difference. It's everything that Mantle was supposed to be, and Mantle failed so hard at.
Yes, and I am absolutely looking forward to seeing what comes from that. And also from what I've seen, Windows 10 does have a very clean UI to it, and Cortana, from what I heard, is pretty fucking slick and just trashes all over Siri. But
The thing about that is the permissions you have to enable to actually get that to work are frightening.
Well, everyone's been going on about it on Reddit, just like Windows 10 basically, if you do the Express install, wants to know every single thing you've done about the computer. If you've ever in your life wondered, like, such and such kind of porn, Bill Gates knows.
yeah, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people are nervous about, because Windows 10 does seem to very explicitly say we will store everything you do and consistently scan your computer to see if there's anything at all pirated or anything we don't like on there. Because if you go look at something that is virtually, like, that is at all illegal, we will be the ones to tell the cops. Like,
Yeah, let's have that disabled. I will install the Windows 10, and I will disable all the bells and whistles as long as I get DirectX 12.
yes.
Like right now, I've got Cortana disabled. I have a lot of the tracking stuff disabled. I spent a while taking off like all the apps I didn't want. Like, look at all these suggestions around your area, and look at all this Bing Maps. Yay!
Yay, Bing!
Yeah. I mean, Bing image search is actually not bad. Like they could do search by images by license before Google could.
Yeah, I'm surprised Google hasn't bought Bing yet.
Shut up, Steve.
Bing's holding its own. Bing's the only one that says if you want to look at porn, we're there for you.
Bing supports our porn
Well,
addiction.
Bing actually does have quite a bit of market share, not nearly as much as Google, just because this is the default install.
Bing is like what, 20%?
I don't know.
You also get, just a shit ton of Bings allied with so many companies because it's through Microsoft. So, I mean, just searching shit on Bing gives you stuff, while searching shit on Google just results.
I am surprised that Bing is allied with Facebook.
I'm not.
Me neither.
Facebook wants a really powerful search algorithm. Do you think they're going to want to use all that money
That's
to
true.
actually create that, or just license Microsoft because they've already done the work? And Bing is not a terrible search engine.
I mean, it's still like the third one I go
For the
to.
most part, it gets the job done.
I go to Alta Vista to search up Google.
When was the last time you used Bing, Steve?
I mean, through Facebook or on its own?
On its own.
Never intentionally.
Bing for the porno.
I mean, I use Bing thanks to Firefox just letting me have the whole search bar, and then I can just right click and pick which search engine I want. I use Bing occasionally if I'm not getting an instant result on Google or Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I am really interested to see what's going to come of Windows 10. Though I think we all can say a little bit curious and cautious about their snooping habits right now.
I'm not saying that I'm torrenting anything, but I don't want Windows 10 to just make that accusation towards me.
Exactly.
Because everything I get on the internet is 100% completely legally downloaded.
Oh. Okay. I thought that was going in a different direction.
Synonym?
Yeah. So honestly, right now, I think it's a pretty good download. If you guys have two computers, put it on your secondary system for now. Wait a bit. If it's your primary system, I think you have the right idea to just wait just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I had a couple of experiences using very beta builds of Windows 10 on my desktop where things didn't work that were very important. Like fan management, which for a system that I've overclocked to the degree I have, the fans do not work correctly. Your system overheats very quickly.
You know, I find Facebook has some pretty good fan management tools on it.
Damn it, Steve, this is not the time for crane jokes.
I mean, my thing is, like, I could get Windows 10 on my tab top, laplet. I don't know what we're using for the nice little portmanteau there.
I don't know, laplet just sounds...
Yeah, that sounds like, like someone who says she's trying to get through college.
It sounds like a strip club app. Like,
I'm going to go with tab top.
you know what? $1 million idea. A strip club has an app called Laplet. Or Lap. It could just be Lap. It sounds cleaner.
But I mean, my tablet has like 1.5 gigs of space on it right now because it's loaded to the brim with
Porn.
No, actually.
The internet is for porn.
Yeah, why do you download porn? Like, streaming is a thing. Come on.
Man.
We're the 21st century, damn it.
Who would like download that is just like I'm on the Data Hoarders subreddit, and you'll see people on there. It's just like people say that we should just stream this stuff, but I can't get it in 1440 on the hub.
Although 4K porn is pretty awesome.
Oculus Rift.
40K, 60 FPS.
But it's just like
Didn't the Oculus come out and say that they weren't doing that?
Yeah,
Sure.
they said that, but come on.
Yeah.
Not
Name a
officially.
device that has pictures on it that we haven't found some way to put something naked on. You can get it on your frickin' TI-83.
The Game Boy?
Game Boy has porn, Game Boy camera.
Motherfucker.
And you could print out little stickers of it.
Dong
That's even
stickers
better.
for days.
You have a very good point. There must be something. There must be something. Frogger. The old little Frogger arcade machine things.
Dude, you could totally put porn on an arcade
God
machine.
damn it, Drew.
Dude, there was Atari porn. Come on. People haven't
dude,
thought about this.
there was ASCII porn, alright? That stuff is impressive.
You don't need a lot of room for it. You just need a lot of room for good porn, okay?
I mean, like I'd want to get 10, but my things are I have 3 systems. The tablet is so bogged down with downloaded PDFs and shit because it's kind of my reader that I don't know if I even have space to put 10 on it right now, and I don't want to go through and sort all that stuff out because I am lazy.
I think 10's about 2 gigabytes.
I might have some space then if I move a couple files.
Well, if you do the direct upgrade and clean
I've got
off
my
your old 8 install,
I've
Yeah,
got my HG PC, but I feel like I never want to do any kind of software updating to it again. I was just like, it works. I have
Just delete
updates
50
that don't
Shades.
work. What
50 Shades of Dongs.
Just delete 50 Shades and you'll have room.
I could delete 50 Shades if I had it, but I don't. It's
Mhm.
really, I say it's a reader because it makes me sound like more of an adult. To be more truthful, it's more of just a Marvel catcher-upper.
Nice. So 50 Shades the Marvel comic? I feel like Spider-Man could do a
Drew,
Christian.
you're in charge now. We need a respectable face running this company.
I am perfectly respectable. Look at me and my beard. That makes me respectable.
Yeah, actually, like the Windows 10 install is lighter than 8 and 8.1.
Oh, well. Fuck
Well,
it, I'll just
I feel like
update the
Windows
tablet
10
tonight and hope it doesn't explode.
I feel like Windows 10 in general is lighter, like cleaner. It runs better.
I mean, mostly that's just the UI.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I've never
I used 8.1 for 9 months,
Mhm.
and it was great. Like, I didn't have many problems with it. Like, it's not like 8 where you're kind of forced into the Metro theme and you have to, like, hack it up to actually be able to use, like, a start screen. 8.1 was you pretty much just had your regular desktop, and if you wanted to use an application or something like that, I mean, you just hit the Windows key, started typing, and boom, application, like, right there, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's
don't
like,
know.
oh, you got to go through tiles. I'm like, no, you don't. Do you know what it's called, and do you have fingers? You can do this. It's not that hard.
I don't know if it's just because I've never updated this tablet, but I don't even have like the little Windows thing in the corner telling me we have a new operating system, like I do on all my other systems.
Yeah. What's it running right now?
I mean, it's just whatever version of 8 came out of the box. Let me.
But
Not
my
all
system information.
versions got the free upgrade.
But how fast of a mile can it do?
Steve?
You
Yes.
can't tell because I don't have a webcam, but I'm glaring at the picture of you on my monitor very intensely.
Steve, I'm
Yes.
just gonna put that out there. Like, I know you think these are amusing, but we're on a show right now where we're trying to keep conversation moving and being entertaining. When you're doing your dumbass jokes and just grind everything to a halt, this is not good.
It's
Okay?
entertaining.
If you could stop it
Windows 8.1.
and just get with the program here.
Are you not entertained?
No, not by you.
You want some butter for that burn?
I would like some butter right now. By the way, Raw Dogs wants to know, have we seen that Digimon World trailer? I have not, because Digimon are the poor man's Pokemon, and I am not poor. Actually, I am poor, but I'm still never going to stoop to watching Digimon.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, do we
Oh,
have
boy.
to say one is inherently better than the other?
Yes.
I mean,
Oh my
I like
god,
to
I
think-
don't care.
God, I was trying to really have an opinion on this, and I can't come up with it. But no, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I'm okay with it because at least Digimon every now and then will come out with like an MMO or some kind of multiplayer game to try and give us the option that Pokemon never will of let's raise Pokemon with my friends instead of let's send my little fake pets to kill your little fake pets. Why can't we ever have a cooperative pet experience?
Because fuck cooperation. I want to send my Charizard to go smash someone else's Charizard. And then have my
Yeah.
Blastoise be like, what a motherfucker, I'm a tank turtle. And then have Ivysaur try, I guess.
See, this is why I can't play PC games with you because I'm worried you're going to be that teammate who shoots me in the butt.
He is
We're
that
playing
teammate.
particularly bloodthirsty 10-year-olds who are just hiding their bloodlust with their little pocket pets.
Steve is the
That
guy on
makes it-
Magicka who never lets you get past the second level because he's
There's a
shooting
second
with a lightning
level?
bolt.
Hold up, there's a second level to Magicka? Because I think I played it, and I don't think we got past the first.
There's an outside, I think, past like the school and stuff.
Oh, no, wait, I did get past the school, and I just kept, like, destroying everyone. It was hilarious. Yeah, no, you're right. I am actually that guy. Wow.
Let's get back to news that's really important to everyone. Duck Game has modding support now, according to Deborah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I was stuck in traffic and I read it on our games.
Excellent. What mods are there? Is there, like... I
don't know.
assume there's got to be a Rule 34 mod by now. It's been at least an hour.
I don't know what we can really do to like mod Duck Game except a mod that would give you like more players or more
More
ridiculous
ducks.
guns.
The
The
duckening.
guns are already ridiculous, so more hats. I mean,
Maybe.
more hats. That's like a big PC gamer concern.
Also, I just put it in Twitch chat for everyone to see.
Twitch. Alright. Uploading. Alright, so there's new maps as well as mods.
Sweet.
So you can create maps, I guess, to be interesting.
Oh, you could already do that.
Yeah.
I like how the reviews on Steam are literally all people just saying quack.
Yes. They are very
It's a
helpful.
game
reviews.
that has a dedicated quack button.
Oh,
I mean,
as well it should.
that is the evolution that we've needed since Army of Two gave us that dedicated bro bump.
Ugh. Don't remind me about that game.
But it was the bro bump, man.
Press F to pay respects.
Yes.
Oh, Christ.
I pressed F. Respects were paid. It cost my dignity.
Yeah.
But alright, I think this is a good time for us to end because we're kind of getting.
We're grasping at straws here, people. I think it's time to pack it in.
I think it is. And
Was
pack
there
it
new
up.
graphics card news? Quick, more
No.
content.
No, nothing confirmed, only rumors.
No, we're fucked.
Yeah.
No, the big news of the week was Win 10.
And they did win.
And we covered it.
Yes. All
But
right,
yeah,
so
once DX12 supported games start rolling out, I'm very interested to see what happens there.
I'm
excellent.
gonna grab Win 10 as soon as I get a solid state drive, because I figure if I'm getting a new operating system, I might as well put it on a fast hard drive.
Yeah, you should probably do that. That's probably the single best upgrade you could do to a computer is swapping from a platter drive to a solid state drive.
I
Which,
concur.
hey, it's the end
Night
of the month
and
anyway.
day.
Steve, what
Dude.
you doing?
Yes. Anyway, so this was What's Brewing with Arm Gamer. I'm Steven. I'm the owner of Arm Gamer. With me in this call was Andrew, our web designer. Drew,
Yo,
say goodbye.
goodbye.
Also in this call was our regular writer, David. David, say something.
Queso.
Cheese.
And goodbye.
Cheese.
Well, goddamn. Speaking
I don't
of
even want to
Italian,
know
it
why
shall
you just
appear.
have nacho cheese on your desk, Steve.
Why wouldn't I have nacho cheese on my desk? Also,
Refrigerate after opening. That's why.
finally in this call with us was our editor, Deborah. Deborah?
Quack.
Quack. Quack indeed. Thank you, Deborah, for that enlightening quack. And everyone, make sure you guys go ahead and give the channel at Twitch. Give the channel a follow. Twitch.tv/ArmGamer. Also, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/ArmGamerOnline, Facebook, Facebook.com/ArmGamer. Make sure you check out our wonderful website, ArmGamer.com. We'll see you guys next week with more news and content and us talking about, I don't know, whatever the news and content is and other stupid jokes. Quack. Peace out, y'all.
Latest.
Quack, 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 quack.
You know,
God damn it.
we probably could have just